When you get to this slide in the Nearpod presentation, it's going to ask you to complete an assignment. It says to either draw or upload a picture of your vertebrate and write 5 interesting facts you learned about it. So this is referring to the slide before this where it took you to the National Geographic Kids webpage. You were asked to do some research and choose an interesting vertebrate animal and to write down some facts, take down some notes. And so you need to do that in your science notebook. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go back. You're going to click here to open the web page, and it's going to bring you to this website. And then you can see that there are different animal types that you can choose from, and you can choose any animal from the vertebrate group. So you can choose a mammal, a bird, a reptile, an amphibian, or a fish. You're not going to choose an invertebrate. We've already researched invertebrates. So you choose whichever animal group you want to research or study. I'm going to choose reptiles. And when you click on this reptile page, it tells you reptiles are cold-blooded vertebrates, and all vertebrates have a backbone. Reptiles also have dry skin covered with scales or bony plates, and they usually lay soft-shelled eggs. So those are some of the characteristics of vertebrates that scientists use. And then there are several vertebrate animals you can look at. I'm going to choose the chameleon because the chameleon is an animal that interests me. It's colorful and beautiful. And so as you look here, there's lots of different things you can do. It even tells you a description here that chameleons change colors to attract mates. They regulate their body temperature, or they tell intruders to stay away. Those are the reasons that it changes colors, and it shows you different pictures of chameleons. Then it gives you some information about chameleons here. That its tongue can snap out at 13 miles an hour and wrap around a cricket. That's an interesting fact. This is kind of like just a fact sheet right here. It tells you the type of animal, so that's going to be its vertebrate group. It says its diet is a carnivore. That means that it eats other animals, insects, specifically that we learned about a cricket. Then it goes on to talk a little bit about why they're colorful and their habitats. They live in the rainforest and deserts of Africa, and that they change color to warm up or cool down. That's an interesting fact. And then it goes on to tell you how they change color. So this whole information is about chameleons' colors. Then it shows you right here, everything in yellow, a map about where they live. And then it tells you eyes everywhere. It tells you a little bit more about them, and then it has a video. So what you're going to do is choose an animal. You're going to list down some facts that you've learned about that vertebrate animal. Then after you've gotten the information, you're going to go back to the Nearpod presentation, go back to this slide, and then you're going to complete this assignment or activity. It says to draw or upload a picture of a vertebrate. You can draw just by, if I wanted to draw a chameleon, some of you might be really good artists. I personally am not, so you wouldn't probably even be able to tell what mine is. So I'm going to erase I personally don't like my drawing, so I'm going to erase this if I can figure out how to do that. So instead of drawing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a picture of a chameleon. So if you go here, you can type in chameleon. Chameleon has an interesting spelling, so you want to make sure you write down the correct way to spell it. Oh, I really like that picture. So you can save that, and then it's going to upload to your picture. Then you can either write like a pencil, or if you click this text box, you can add text there. So maybe I'm going to put the title. So And then remember, your assignment is to list 5 facts. So chameleons, I'm going to make sure I spelled that right, belong to the reptile group. Some other facts I learned about them is that they are carnivores and eat insects. And then you're going to go on and list your different facts. You can make this bigger. And then once you've listed 5 facts that you wrote in your notebook and included the picture, you can move on to the next activity. Okay? So hopefully this slide has helped you figure out exactly what you're supposed to do. And good luck. We can't wait to see what you come up with.